Merlin. Each week, I keep getting little flutters in my heart because I really don't know where this season is going. Like, I know it may be the end, and there's rumors of Camlin, and so you know Arthur's death, but they can't, right? They're gonna switch up the legend somehow, so it'll be more happily ever after, right? That's gonna happen. Just tell me that. So Mordred is so much such a cutie, isn't he? Don't you just want to squish him? Like, I have a hard time thinking of him as evil because I like him way too much. And I feel Merlin's conflict because you know he's supposed to kill Arthur, but you're like, you're such a teddy bear. And, oh, my heart through this whole thing because I just wanted to love him. But I understand Merlin being like, my bestie's gonna die because of this dude. And conflict. Also, I was thinking that I really love Gwen. I loved, remember in the first episode, she's all, Banff, and, her little trixies with Sifa. I wonder if we'll see Sifa again. And so I want more of that Gwen. I really liked her, and she was really cute with Arthur later in the episode, trying to comfort him. Like, oh, Arwen. And then, jealous Merlin. Every time, Arthur goes over with Mordred, Merlin's all like, ah. And you're like, oh, Merlin, it's okay. He still likes you more. Because you notice that, when Gwen stops Merlin a bit and says, take care of Arthur for me, you notice his horse, it starts in the back, but he starts to steadily move forward. And the next scene, he's right next to Arthur. So it's alright. It's alright, Merlin. Arthur still loves you. And then, when they're talking about the guy getting careless when they're tracking the sorcerer dude, I don't remember his name. They're like, oh, he's getting careless. I'm like, trap. Obviously, if they're leaving stuff for you, trap. And you know what? I was kind of right. Mika was talking about cuddling Mordred. Hating leg. I am sorry if this video lagged. Like, not my video here, but the link I sent you to Merlin. Like, cannot wait till February now, to rewatch all these episodes. I want Merlin and Mordred to be friends, and they can protect Arthur together, because we'll be like, we have magic! Let's use magic to help Arthur, and he won't even know, and you can just be like, oh! And that's what I want. Yeah. Oh, and I think it says a lot that Arthur didn't kill the guy who gave him his judgment right away. He doesn't just kill. I don't think since he's become king, I guess we haven't seen that 3-year gap, I don't think he's killed them without a trial. Because remember that witch in the last episode? Last two episodes ago? The woman? Was that 2 episodes ago? He didn't kill her right away. So I think the Desir being a bit unfair. Like, how long did Uther wreak havoc about magic and stuff? 20-some years? Because what, his coming of age was when he turned 21, so the first season, and this is like 10 years later still, and so 7 years later, right? If we're doing the math for when he dies. Almost 27 years of, like, terrible reigning, and the Desir didn't judge him. Come on. Cut Arthur some slack. Merlin would have gotten there eventually. And then the repeating of the line of as the flower Camelot blooms or something, the seeds of the destruction are being sown. And I'm like, oh, we're linking the episodes together this year. Like, I know they said they're going to, but I like that. And then you see Merlin's face being like, oh shit, like this is going down, and all his fears are bubbling back up again, even though they've never really gone down. I really love Merlin and Arthur's interaction. There wasn't quite as much this episode, but they're still, you can tell that they love and trust each other, even though Arthur doesn't admit it. But he did a lot more admitting of it this episode, didn't he? Saying that he'd go save Merlin, too, and that, he does take Merlin's advice, which we know. He said it several times, just as, don't tell him I said that. I think we should just ignore Kilgara. Yes. Yes. Just Merlin, don't listen to him. If anything, just make sure Mordred's nice. Don't worry about it. Remember how with Morgana, you tried to prevent her from killing Uther, but you know what? You caused it to happen. You just caused this to happen. I know you feel guilty about it, but Merlin, you're hurting my heart. Yeah. Arthur listening to Merlin, I always really like that. I just want Arthur to know about Merlin's magic. Can we just have this happen? Like, and I don't want it to be the last episode because I want to see the reaction and them being all huggy and being like, it's alright, I still love you, and oh, you can be my advisor, and I'll be like, oh, why isn't this happening yet? Farther than the mind of Arthur. Fathom. Who can fathom? Oh, oops, I can't read my writing. Who can fathom the mind of a fanatic? No one probably can. What is that? All the fandoms on the internet? Who can really understand what they're thinking? I don't know. And I'm one of them. I don't know what I'm thinking half the time. It makes sense for Mordred to come. Magic. Oh, when Mordred offers to come along when he gets shot that time. Well, it's like, I think it makes sense. If he was really liking Arthur, he's like, yeah, I want to protect Arthur. If there's a magical threat, I can do magic. Like, Merlin's there. Yes, but I could help too, because, you know, he was pretty strong when he was a kid, so I understand this, because he likes Arthur right now. He isn't pushed to hate him yet. And poor Gwen. Is that Gwen? Oh, no, not Gwen. Gwen. Why would I say? I guess poor Gwen, because Arthur always leaves her. Poor Gwen, because that's the second time he got knocked out. I'm conflicted about Mordred, because I love him, but I know he may kill Arthur, and he's my baby. Merlin, just say I have magic. Oh, my heart. That campfire scene where Arthur's all like, maybe my father was wrong, and I'm like, this is going right back to that episode Sins of the Father where Arthur almost kills Uther, and he's asking Merlin for advice. What do you think? And, oh, Colin Morgan's face where he's all like, of course I want magic back in the kingdom, but I can't say that because I'm afraid Mordred's gonna kill you if we make him live. And I'm like, oh my goodness, just say I have magic and yes. And you can deal with Mordred later because you're badass, Merlin. So just say yes. Yes, just yes to sorcery. But Colin made me want to cry. Those eyes. And then, what the hell? What the hell? I was really hoping that Arthur would just decide. I knew Mordred wasn't going to die, but I was more thinking that he'd change his mind, not listening to Merlin's advice, and for once I wouldn't want him to listen to Merlin's advice, and that didn't happen. So it was, what the hell? How is Mordred going to be alive? And then when Mordred was alive, I'm like, what the hell? And then it made sense because that he is Arthur's doom, and that's how that's why they kept him alive. And it's really, that's how it's gonna go, and it just makes my heart hurt even more for Merlin. And how are we gonna get out of this? How is Arthur not gonna feel completely betrayed by Merlin? And I want them to be sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and happiness, and I don't know how this is going to happen. I just want them to hug and be like, it's okay, Merlin, I still love you, and there's magic everywhere, and I don't know. This is my feelings. And I just say I was sobbing. I don't really cry a lot, but I'll just say gross sobbing at the end of that episode. And the preview for the next one looks pretty intense. A little creepy. More Gwen, so yay, more Gwen. A bit of a torture kind of thing going on, I think. So we'll see how that's gonna go. God, when is Arthur gonna find out about Merlin's magic? When? When, BBC? When? And so, Krista, my dear, respond. I'm wondering what you thought of this episode. Did you have as many feels as I did? Because I'm just ready for Arthur to know, and it hurt my heart about what Merlin had to say, and that the result of it was he should have just said yes, and then Mordred would have been alive or dead anyway, you know. Okay, so until next time, my love. Bye.